Yeah, what up, peoples? Sorry about that, guys. Let me see if I get Mark in now. I'm inviting Mark. Okay, I'm waiting on Mark. Okay, there you go. Hold it, Maurice. Give me a minute, Maurice. If Mark don't come in, I'll bring you in, Maurice. Let me wait for Mark. Yeah, I apologize, guys, but I got to get this device going, man, because it's better, man. But it's the growing pains. Like I said, I went to the Apple joint. Nothing happened, bro. They had me update the whole program, and still nothing happened. What's good, Mark?
What it, hey, what's up, man? What's
Yeah,
going
I
on?
went. Listen, I just bought a new device. I went to the Apple store. It's a Facebook thing. They can't fix the Facebook thing with the device.
Mm,
It's an iPad.
gotcha.
So what they did, they upgraded the program. We was hoping that'll work, but it didn't work, obviously. So I got to continue to find out what's the issue. But I wanted to get you on bad because we missed you a few times and you overdue, my brother. So now we got you. Now we got you.
Yeah, yeah,
Before
yeah, yeah.
before
Yeah.
before we start this marvelous show, anything you might want to add real quick, Mark, since you've been gone so long?
No, hey, good to be back. Good to see everybody.
Can
The
you at least
icon.
apologize to my crowd that you missed 1 week? Can I
Yeah,
get
hey,
that?
that was on you. It was all Al York's fault. It's all Al York's fault. But yeah,
Okay.
on the other device, there was no icon to join, and I didn't get any invites. As soon as you re did the space, I saw the icon. So there's something going on there where it doesn't offer it
Right.
wherever you were on before, and it did this time. So good to be back.
Okay, so now on the phone it had it, but the
Yeah,
iPad didn't. Okay,
right away.
okay. So like I said, I gotta work on it. It's not the first time I had to do this. Once I get it configured, we're gonna rock lovely. But let's start yesterday. MetLife Stadium. Philadelphia Eagles coming off a big loss against the Denver Broncos on Sunday. Had the game won, up 14 in the fourth quarter, surrendered the lead. The Broncos came back and beat them. Now they fly into MetLife with everybody thinking, oh, they're going to kill the Giants. They own the Giants, beat them 7 out of 10, and 2 games they lost because it was the last game of the season and they put their backup in. So if you ask me, the Eagles should have been 9-1 against the Giants. What is going on with the Giants? Because they have an incredible win against the Chargers, lay down against one of the worst teams in football in the Saints, where you from, and then come back and beat the boots off the Eagles. Talk to us, Mark.
Well, I mean, the Giants are looking good. I mean, down here in Saints country in New Orleans, we passed up on both Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo. Uh, the Saints had the ninth pick, and they passed up on Jackson Dart, and they could have got Cam Scatterbo in the fifth round. As a matter of fact, the Saints cut their fifth round draft pick and their seventh round draft pick in this recent draft. But Philadelphia is not looking good because the Giants are a good team. They're not. I wouldn't even say they're a good team. That defense is solid. That
They're
defense is
okay
going to win some games.
if they could get quarterback and quarterback play and some offense. Oh, they got some names on defense, bro.
Yeah, yeah. The defense is solid. I'm not sure if Jackson Dart's going to last the whole season though. He's playing a
Not the
little
way
bit
he's
reckless.
playing. Yeah.
He better Coach Dabo better like tell him like you can't. Hey, you got to slide, bro. Like you got to slide. You ain't Scattaboo out there. And Scattaboo, he's a bowling ball and he's wonderful to watch. But I'm gonna tell you this right now: the way he plays, it's gonna take a crazy motherfucker to stop him. But once two crazy motherfuckers come, both of them gonna be hurt, and that's gonna be the end of the Scattaboo that we see. Right now, we see a fearless young man that wants to hurt people when he's running. I mean, he's running over linebackers and
My
linemen.
man, my man, I put a clip of him pancaking one of the New Orleans linebackers. It's on Instagram. If you ain't see, go to
Yeah.
Instagram.
Oh,
Pancake the shit out of him. The
oh.
guy had this much height over him. Yo, when he fell on him, yo,
He was.
he nailed him on the floor like on some real, like a nail type
Oh,
shit.
that was Cam Jordan of
Scatterbo,
the Saints.
yo, Scatterbo, and I know you know him a lot because he played with your
Yeah, I
cousin
know
in
him.
Arizona State.
Yeah,
So there's a
yeah,
lot you know about Scatterbo.
and he's a great kid too. It's like you can't believe that there's that much fury in that dude, because after the games we go talk to the players and hang out with them. Before the games we hang out with the players, and you wouldn't expect that this dude is just like this crazy dude that like plays like so reckless and fearless out there. Last night when he caught that pass in the flat, had a full steam. He hit that linebacker, and the linebacker was horizontal,
Yo,
airborne.
I needed that. I had a live play. I didn't need the Eagles to touch the ball again. That kept the clock moving. That was about at the 5-minute mark. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
even gave him a penalty for taunting.
Yeah,
He got a
you gotta
15-yard penalty for
No, so
taunting.
so the insight on that is that the dude, I think his name is Mukaba. He actually
Right.
was he was a DB for Texas last year. So Texas and Arizona State played in the Peach Bowl in the semifinal last year, and so they were like talking a bunch of mess, but last year before the game, and he says once if you try to tackle me, you're gonna hurt more than I do. So Cam got him back. Cam got him a couple times, as a matter of fact. He tried to come up the middle, but the last thing I'm gonna say about the Eagles is that their offense is like there's something going on with the offense.
Oh,
There's no short routes. There's nothing easy. It's really difficult for the Philadelphia Eagles to move the ball over these last 5 weeks, and I'm not understanding what's going on. You have wide receivers that are complaining, but then last week, not this last game that happened last night, but last week you look at AJ Brown who ran a corner post and he slowed down on the route because he didn't think the ball was in the air. Hurts put it right on the money if he continued his route. So there's something going on either in the locker room or just with the execution of their offense where they're not clicking on all cylinders. And they better be careful in the NFC because the NFC is going to be tight. The Giants are going to make a run. I think the Giants are going to finish above 500 the way they're playing.
long as Dark can stay healthy.
If he stays
Now,
healthy,
I
because
gotta say this. I'm glad you bring this up. They bringing your boy Rush for one play. It was a third down, and this motherfucker bounced it where nobody was at. Yo, the crowd was booing
Boo.
him. Yo, his coach was yelling at the doctors like, hurry up and get Dart out that
Yeah.
motherfucking that little closet that they have that they put to hurt people. They said, hurry up and get him out there. They didn't want no parts of Russell. So me being Russell Wilson, man, you might want to go call New Orleans, have your agent call somebody that can use you because you're done in New York, bro.
Well, I want Russell. Russell's had a Hall of Fame career. I want Russell to retire and go hang out with his wife Sierra and go ahead and make some more babies.
He
But
thinks he
you
still
know,
can play, though.
not you know what?
You don't see him in the sideline all amped up,
That
ready to go.
hey, he's at the point right now where he thinks he can play, but
He
he
can't.
cannot play. Cannot play. So he's at that Jerry Rice moment where you have to decide, hey man, I'm not playing at the level that I want to play inside my mind. I'm not
Yeah.
physically able to do that. He needs to retire because what he's doing is he's taking away from his Hall of Fame votes.
He been
Uh,
doing that.
and it's because the dude had a winning record in the first 9 years of his career, and he's number 5 all time on the passer rating,
Right.
pass completion. So like stop ruining yourself. You're
Yo,
gonna
he
play.
out there. He got the mindset. I feel like Floyd, but then he get out there. He looking like Broner. You know what I'm saying? So he better just like you said, hang it up, or go to a cheap team that could let you play. If you think you can still play, make this your last year. Right now, if he got traded somewhere like Cincinnati could have used them, New Orleans can use them, maybe finish the year another 7, 8, 9 games, and then retire, bro.
Yeah,
You already put
he's
in
got
that
to.
work. But listen, I don't want to overkill. Giants got their second win. I don't know if you're a Giant fan, you get happy. It was great for New York after the Yankees lost. A lot of turmoil. Now we get some good news in New York. The Giants, with Dart and Scatterbo. How can you not be excited if you're a Giant fan? I'm not a Giant fan, but I can see why they're excited. Them two guys are bowling right now for the New York Football Giants. And as for the Philadelphia Eagles, with their boss out there, Jeffrey Lurie was out there watching the game. It don't look good, man. They might have to make a move. I mean, I'm not saying to get
Yep.
nervous, but you might have to trade maybe Brown. Brown's been disgruntled for how long already?
Yeah, I think that if you're going to keep Hurts, you got to trade one either Brown or Devonta Smith got to go because they're not
Somebody,
producing.
I think it's more
They're
Brown
not.
because Brown is complaining.
He's not producing either, and he's
That's what I'm saying. So while you could get something for him, you should get, you should while you can. But let's not overkill kill our grits. We got games of the week coming up.
Yep.
Eagles going down, Giants going up, but it is a week-to-week football thing, so
And they meet in
anything
two
can
weeks.
happen.
Yeah, and they meet in two Sundays. So they we're going to see a repeat of Giants Eagles, and we'll see if the Giants are for real these next 2 weeks. They got to play the Eagles again in 2 weeks.
Well, when you lose to the Saints, you already told me you ain't for real,
Hey,
especially
the Saint.
after a
Hey,
big
hey,
win.
hey, man, go Saints with the EAUX. Go Saints. We going to the Super Bowl, baby. The Saints won a game. We going to the Super Bowl. We
Okay,
go.
NFL games of the week. You ready?
Sure, let's do it.
We're going to start off with a real big game at Jacksonville. You got the Seattle Seahawks 3-2 at Jacksonville Jaguars 4-1. The line keeps moving around. Last I seen was Seattle +1. It was -1 earlier. Keeps shifting. 47.5. You got Sam Darnold versus Sunshine. Talk to us.
You know, Seattle concerns me. Jacksonville is crazy, right? Jacksonville is your crazy little sister. That's just out of their mind, just partying like rock stars, and I don't even know how they're 4-1. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know how Jacksonville is four and
Nah,
one.
they've been balling though.
Well, they've been balling a little bit, but the
They
ball
should have
keeps
beat
on.
Seattle.
The
They
ball
could
is
have been
bouncing.
undefeated. They would have beat Seattle. I
But
mean,
I'm
not
saying
Seattle,
not
Cincinnati.
Seattle since they lost.
Cincinnati.
They did beat Seattle. The ball keeps on bouncing their way. They're getting some good, some lucky plays.
Yeah.
But they are winning. I'll say this about Seattle too. Seattle is bipolar. I actually put some stuff on Seattle a couple of weeks ago, and they just like they were at home and they just blew it. They just I think it was a Niner game. They just didn't look good at
Yeah.
all. But I think you actually alluded to it earlier. Seattle away from Seattle
Go
is better
Warriors.
is better than Seattle at
Nine
home.
and one on the road last 10 games. And at home, they got an above 500 record. You
Right.
see, they lost to the Niners. They blew out New Orleans. Nothing special. Then lost to Big Money and Company. So I love them in this spot here, but I teased them up to 7 just to be safe. But I love them in this spot. But Sunshine at home, I think they 3-0. They handling
Yep.
their business. They didn't beat Seattle this year. They played Seattle this week. They lost to Cincinnati, who they were actually beating when Joe Burrow got hurt.
Right.
Brownie came in, and I guess he messed up their game plan because Brownie came back and beat him. That's their only loss all year.
Wait, and that's the
3-point loss.
and that's the best he's played all year too. Because that dude is
Exactly.
horrible.
Exactly. Okay, so any
I'm gonna go.
predict.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Seattle. This year is crazy, and I've been burnt on home teams
Right.
with these low spreads. I'm gonna go with the visitors. I'm going with Seattle on this one. I
Yeah.
like them plus 1.5, which is what it's at right now.
Right. Right.
I think it's gonna get probably it might go even by the time we get to Sunday.
Yeah, it might
But
go to one even. I got them
I'm
+7 on the teaser, so that's what I'm giving out.
well. That's a heck of a teaser. Yeah,
Right. Right.
that's an easy one, I think.
Right.
But we'll see. We'll see about that. But that's an easy. How much you got to pay for that teaser?
It's a 6-point teaser, -120. You can get it even money offshore,
Okay,
but you got to
gotcha.
add another team to it, though.
Got you. Gotcha.
Okay, let's pivot over. We're going to Tampa Bay. You got the 49ers
Ooh.
4-1 versus the 4-1 Bucks. 49ers coming off the game of the year. 11 starters out. Went to the Rams, LA Rams at SoFi Stadium, and
Mac
beat them.
Jones.
And
Mac
beat them.
Jones.
Mac Jones, 2 words. Big money in them. Got beat up by the Eagles. That was the best Eagle game all year, by the way. I forgot to mention that. They struggled against the Cowboys. I mean, they beat Kansas City kind of. They didn't let them score, but they couldn't really move the ball. So they didn't play that bad against them. Cowboys, they put up points. Could have lost that game, but they really dominated the Bucks that game, which was
Yep.
they lost 2 in a row before that to the Bucks. Dominated them, but the Bucks came back after that loss, went to Seattle in a fucking thriller and won 38-35 with Big Money leading the way. Talk to us on this game. Niners still beat up. They starting to get a little more healthy. First of all, is Purdy playing MG Raider, or he's not playing? I know you know
I,
that
I,
information.
I don't think Purdy. I don't think Purdy is playing, but I'm gonna tell you, the backup quarterback's doing a pretty good job.
I
So
like Mac Jones.
Mac Jones is like he's playing pretty big, and there's a lot of tape on Mac Jones. So I'm not understanding this new Mac Jones because he's actually usually under pressure that dude just like gives up the rock. But he's protecting the ball and he's making precise throws. He's standing in the pocket. He's moving a little bit. This is a Mac Jones that's reborn that wants to be a starting quarterback at some
Oh
point.
yes. Oh yes.
However, I am. This is like my formula for these NFL games because I'm a Raider fan. So, well,
It's
I'm a
three and a
Raider.
half, by the way. I didn't tell you. Three and a
Yeah,
half,
it's
47 and a half.
I don't like the West Coast teams having to go all the way across the country and play that early morning game.
Facts.
That's an 11 o'clock. Oh, excuse me, a 1 o'clock Eastern time game, 10 a.m. morning game. Something they're not used to. Although San Francisco played last Thursday, so they have actually a couple days of rest. I still don't like that travel. And the Bucks are just playing out their minds. I think they have an MVP quarterback in Baker Mayfield. He's playing lights out. Him and Daniel Jones are actually playing damn good this year. I like Baker Mayfield, man. I've always liked Baker
I
Mayfield. I
love
thought
Bake. Yo,
he
I
just
was
was.
calling him Bake Money a few years ago, and people were, yo, Al, stop calling him Bake Money. He choking. He ain't what he's supposed to be. But unlike Manziel, I stood with Bake. Manziel fucked me up. I thought he was going to be kind of what Bake is doing now. But Bake
Yeah,
made me look good on sticking with him because Manziel made me look bad. I thought Manziel would thrive in the NFL. I
yeah.
was wrong on that. But I'm right on Big Money. And right now, he's balling. Now, my boy Pretty Mo said that they shorthanded on receivers because they're losing Evans. But let Mo know that they got Godwin back. So
And they got
I'm not
Buka.
saying he's now they've been out of Buka out of Ohio State.
Right,
What I'm saying is Godwin don't spell Evans, but he ain't chopped liver.
right.
So they're not really missing much there. You know, they got to get Bucky Irvin back because White played last week. I love the combination of White and Bucky. Bucky's huge, but they beat Seattle without him, so they show that they could win without him. But if Bucky Irvin back, I would definitely bring the line to 3, though, Mark. I would spend a little money on 3.5 and get it to 3s. Just in case if they win by 3, you get your money back. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
I
I
don't
actually
like
like
the hook.
I
The
like
hook
that.
kills you. Yeah, the
It,
hook. I know hooks that got people homeless right now because of that hook.
six
I
and a
don't
half and
need
three and
no hooks.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't
six
need no
six
hooks.
6.5 and 3.5. You got to bring that down.
That's what I'm saying. There you go. So I like the Bucks. Do you agree the same thing? The
I, I, I
Bucks.
like I like the Bucks. Yeah, I think this
Okay.
is the Niners just have too many injuries. I know Mac is playing his balls off, and they
I think they hit reality this week, just like when they lost to
I,
Jacksonville.
I think so too.
Okay.
I agree.
Let's pivot over Monday night game. We're going to the Mercedes-Benz Dome. 4-1 Buffalo Bills, 2-2 Atlanta Falcons. Buffalo minus 4.5, 49.5. Buffalo coming off a big loss Sunday night. Fucked me out of my last man standing. I needed them to win so I could live another week, and they fucked me up, man. I was fucked up for 2 days. Didn't want to talk to nobody, Mark. Talk to us on this game. I kind of like the Bills, but go ahead. Let's see what you got to say.
Well, this is a must win for Buffalo. I know that's like
What is they
crazy.
must win? 4-1.
It's a must win because
Two and
they
two
they
Atlanta
they
might be a
they,
must win.
they lost. Well, I'll get to Atlanta next, but they lost their first game last week, but they almost lost the last 2 games too. They barely won those games. They look like they came out the box firing, right? But they've slowed down a lot, and Josh Allen he's not playing like lights out like he was in the beginning of the season. So I still like the Buffalo against the Falcons. I think the Falcons are just one of those there teams. They're a weird team. Like they're 2-2, but their wins aren't very impressive. But their losses aren't very
What? That Sunday night against Minnesota was very impressive.
well. Yeah,
You
I mean, but
know,
Minnesota,
to beat
Minnesota had a very
Minnesota,
but
Minnesota
Minnesota
wasn't.
had
They didn't
Minnesota
score.
played terrible. Minnesota played terrible that game though. They
No, but
didn't
what
do.
I'm saying is going into the game, a lot of people love the Vikings, bro.
I did too, but
That's what I'm
Minnesota
saying.
played. They played like they weren't even like they were partying with Prince, the ghost of
Right.
Prince, the night before. So they were partying like it was
No, but
1999,
you
and
still got to give credit to Atlanta, though. Atlanta had something to
yeah, they
do
came,
with that.
and the defense came and showed up. So
That's
that
what I'm saying. You got to give them a little credit. Now, they look horrible the next week when they went down to Carolina, lost
right.
30 to fucking zip. But like I said, it's a
That's
week-to-week
what I'm
lead.
saying.
It's
That's
a
what I'm saying about.
week-to-week lead.
That's what I'm saying about the Falcons. I think Buffalo's going to kick some butt this week.
I
I
got a
think they.
feeling, too,
That's what I'm
but
saying. They have
one
to.
week late for me, though. They fucked me up, man.
Yeah, I had Buffalo last weekend too, and that was pretty surprising. I
I
didn't
had
even
them
watch the
just to
game.
win. They were minus 7.5. I had them just
Right.
to win. Couldn't do that. Okay, so we agree. And I'm not sure about the cover on this game though. I think Atlanta can cover the 4.5, but I think Buffalo leaves with the win out of the Mercedes-Benz Dome. I think they win either by 4, 3, 2, or 1. But I say that I think Atlanta, and I'm not hedging my bet. I think Atlanta could cover the spread, but I think they lose the game though. That's my
Yeah,
prediction. So I would say Atlanta with the points, Buffalo money line. But if I had a gun in my head on one pick here, I would probably just say Buffalo because, Sunday night, got embarrassed, lost their first game. I think they're going to come out really strong. And like you said, they haven't played Buffalo football in over 3 weeks.
right. I like the under two in this game.
Oh,
It's
okay.
at, I think it's at 50.
Okay. I got,
Over
yeah,
under.
49.5, 50, 50. Okay, so you agree with Buffalo?
Yeah, I like Buffalo.
Okay, let's pivot over to my man Midwest Mo's team, the Chicago Bears at Washington, 2-2 versus 3-2. Now I got a funny quick story on this game. Last year, I had this game. I had Washington. It was 17-zip Washington. I never forget this. My boy, I don't want to say his name. I don't want to put him out there. He bets pretty big. He kept hitting the end line for the Bears. I mean, he must have risked about $3,000 to win like 20 grand because it was plus 500, plus 400. And let me tell you something. Bears came all the way back from a 17-point lead, Mark. Chalked the lead. Daniels drove them to midfield with a couple seconds left. Hail Mary those motherfuckers. There was a guy on the
Oh yeah, I
Bears
remember that.
sideline already cheering, like he was already dancing like the game was over. I don't know how they ain't fucking release him after that. You don't do that.
Right.
Hail Mary hit the Bears' hand right into the Commanders. When I tell you, me and my boy were yelling crazy in that sports book, and I had to apologize to my man. I said, yo, no offense to you. I had Washington, dog. Because I know he was betting it crazy because he told me. But I didn't want to tell him that I had Washington because I felt I had to tell him all that shit.
Right.
So I need, just to make a long story short, I had to let him know there's nothing against you. I wasn't hating on your ticket. I had Washington pretty big. And that Hail Mary saved me. So saying all of that, this is going to be a good game Monday night, Mark. Talk to me.
Right, man, Jaden Daniels, man, that dude, he's back and he looked fabulous. He got his little pretty handshake with his girlfriend Juju out of USC, who's going to be competing for a national championship in the next couple of weeks. Juju, what's her name? I forgot her last name. Juju plays for guard for USC women's basketball. So they got the little handshake. They do like a little pinky thing with a
Right,
heart.
right, right, right.
But hey, Jaden Daniels playing like awesome. He came back and played lights out and won that game.
It's
Washington is.
4.5 and 50.5 too.
I got Washington Commanders. They are just. I just can't get enough of Jaden Daniels. Number one, obviously there's a Arizona State connection there, but also the kid is just really good. Chicago is an up and down team. I'm still not sold on Caleb, but he's in Chicago, and Chicago is the quarterback killing
Caleb
team.
is nice. It's just
He's all right.
he got some games that he goes nuts, but when he's on, he's as good as anybody, bro.
He's very accurate, but like
He's
he
good.
makes a lot of like just risky errors that just don't bode well
Yeah.
for the game. So
Which
I'm a
Caleb is showing up? That's what it comes down to.
well, and I still don't
Which
think
Caleb is showing up?
even if Caleb throws for 300 yards, he's not beating Jaden Daniels, man. Jaden Daniels is like one of
He
the
had him
top.
beat last year.
Well,
They
no,
had
Jaden
him beat.
he was it was the team, not Jaden Daniels though. It was the
No,
team.
but Caleb came back. He was lighting that shit up late. I'm telling you.
Well, last year,
He lit it up. Even
hey,
the going ahead score.
last year's price ain't this year's price. So,
But
this is
Daniels
an
is getting back. They had a big game.
yeah,
Whipped on the Chargers, who were injured up in the trenches. Chargers are all injured in the trenches. All 3 offensive linemen, and they caught up to them. I got caught in that
real
game
quick.
too. Yeah.
Real quick, I got the Bears in this one. I'm actually really confident about. I'm not the
Oh,
Bears. The
okay.
Commanders. I got the Commanders in this one. I'm really confident that I love the way they're playing, their cohesiveness. The coach is all into it. I just like that team energy that they have.
Right, right.
They kind of remind me of a
Debo, don't forget Debo.
yeah.
Balling.
Hey, Debo is balling, and they're getting him the ball.
Yes, sir.
Debo wants the ball. Debo wants the ball, and you're getting the
Facts.
ball to Debo and finding him and keeping the play open, which Jaden Daniels is a remarkable in doing, and staying on his feet, keeping his head up and looking downfield. I love that in a quarterback, only in his second year, but showing veteran moves like that. That's why I love that kid.
Now he's
It's not
great coming out of
it
LSU. I
yeah.
never thought. I told you last year. I loved him. I never thought he'd be this good this fast though. And I'm gonna stay to what I said.
Everybody says
I
that.
didn't think he would be this, but I loved him in college. He won me a lot of money. I used to take him over 3.5 touchdowns. This guy will get 4 touchdowns by the end of the third quarter, cashing me out a few times. And when God make you money and you kind of like him, it's fair to say you like him. You know what I'm saying? So I liked him out of LSU. He was skinny as a toothpick, but you see he filled up a little bit. He looks a little
Just a
filled
little
up.
bit. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's not big, but he's a little filled up, and he's not taking hits like Dart. I thought he was going to take hits like Dart. He's actually staying away from them big hits, running out of bounds, falling down. So I love his style, and he's only going to get better here. And I'm not mad with your pick, but I'm going over, Mark. I think Washington gets theirs, and I think the Bears get theirs. So I see like some in the 30 range, like 35, 28
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Commanders. All
Gotcha.
right, we
Gotcha.
got one
Gotcha.
more game Sunday night. I saved the best for last just for you, brother. Detroit Lions 4-1 go to Arrowhead Stadium to play the 2-3 Kansas City Chiefs. Are you one of the guys to say that the Chiefs are done, or they got to win this game and get it going? Because they won a big game against the Ravens, shut them the fuck down, then actually had a 14-point lead in Jacksonville, in which what Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes never do is surrender the 14-point lead at any time, and they did, bro. So is it a fair shake to say they might be starting to be done, Mark? Or you know what? Or they're going to shine this week and get it going again?
Well, I think that this is actually one of the healthiest games. I think Xavier Worthy is back fully with a full week of practice. He was back last week, but Detroit is about as healthy as they can be, and then KC is healthy too. This is gonna be a tough game. I got KC at home just because they're at home. They're at home with an Arrowhead Stadium. Detroit is a great team. I think they're missing Ben Johnson a little bit on that defense. Uh, but because
Offense.
offense,
Offense.
excuse me, yeah, they're not.
And
Excuse me,
they've
offense.
been turning
They're
it
not.
up after that Green Bay game, though. Look at the numbers they've
Well,
been putting up.
those are matchup numbers. So that's not like they're going against teams that they should be putting it up with. But I got KC has to win this game. They're 2-3 and they gotta
You
win. If
don't
they
want to
don't
be
win,
2-4 with this.
they not,
You seen the schedule? There's no easy fucking games, bro.
not in the AFC because they haven't even really gotten into the AFC games yet. Except for the Baltimore game, which is the first game of the season, which is the only game actually the Ravens won, which is crazy. But KC, they got to win this game, and I don't know what's going on with Mahomes and Kelsey. I don't know what's going on with Andy Reid and Kelsey, but they got to get him going. I think with Worthy coming back, there's another receiver there that takes some pressure off Kelsey. He's going to get open a little bit more. They got to Andy Reid's got to run the ball. But this is gonna be a good game, and I'm looking forward to the KC Detroit game. That's one of those Sunday night
It's gonna be
games.
a real good game.
I'm not gonna just check into it. I'm gonna actually watch it.
Yeah,
But
this is gonna be
I got KC at home. KC's gonna go to 3-3, and Detroit's gonna go to 4-2.
okay. So, any last words on that game before we move on? I got one more thing for you, then we out of here, brother.
Nah, I just like you got Mahomes is finally going to a black barbershop. He got his he got his high top fade like is cracking, man. He's finally going to a black barbershop. So kudos to Mahomes for going to hang out with the brothers, hanging out with
Okay,
the brothers.
real quick before I get you out of here, Mark. I want to know your perspective. You probably know a little more because your family played with them. I understand Baltimore got a lot of injuries, but what else is going on in that clubhouse? Is it time to say that, it's time to tell Harbaugh to get out of there? Maybe tell him, this is your last year. Thank you for everything you done. Or you going to ride out with this guy till they get it right? Talk to us. What's going on in that locker room? You might know a little more because you got family in there. So what are you hearing?
Well, I'll talk about that towards the end, but off the top. remember that old school song, "Don't Believe the Hype."
Yeah, of
Don't believe.
course. I got a
What
picture with that shit.
one of these things, one of the things I tell young players and especially told my cousin is don't believe your own hype. And I think that's what's happening with these Ravens. This over reliance on Lamar and Derrick Henry, and they're trying to, player manage Derrick Henry, and their offense is absolutely predictable. I mean, it's just they run some of the same plays over and over.
It's not only
Um,
that, Mark. It's they known for blowing big leads. That's been their Achilles heel is blowing these big leads
well,
game after game.
they can't even get a lead now. They're
No, now they
aging.
can't.
Everybody's hurt. Ronnie Stanley, old. DeAndre Hopkins, old. Jared Alexander hasn't even played, and they were
I'm not
hyping
even
that
gonna
dude up.
say these guys are old like that because a lot of them are there just to play a certain part. You know what I mean? They're not even there to really they have to do too much. Just do your job.
One
But like I
dimension.
said, I think that Buffalo game really fucked them up from a mental aspect. Even though they came back and beat the Browns, but who can't beat the Browns, especially
Well,
when they first started with Flacco? And then they've lost three in a row now. They 1-4, and if they lose this game against the Rams, which they might, because if it ain't Lamar, which I think Lamar's still out, they're
it's gonna be
gonna
Cooper
lose.
Rush. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
So
gonna
and
lose.
and, and I'm gonna tell you that, honestly, the defense is not physical. The defense is not physical.
They do got a lot of guys out. Humphrey and that whole
Well,
cornerback secondary was out.
Well, yeah, that's part of the problem too. I don't know, what kind of camp are they running where everybody's hurt? I mean, like, look, my guy is hurt. He broke his collarbone the last preseason game.
Right.
The last Sunday. He's injured reserve, injured settlement, and he's coming back to the, at least the practice squad probably sooner than later. Um, but they're missing them though. They're missing that size, that 6'2", 6'3" speed possession receiver that runs over the middle because Zay Flowers is not running over the middle. And Zay Flowers is not. I mean, have you heard his name in the game? He's not
I heard a
catching
little bit.
anything.
They double
He,
teaming them. They
they're
still
not.
got
They're not.
Bateman.
They're not double teaming Zay Flowers with Bateman and Hopkins in the game. They're not, and Henry. They can't double team. He's just not getting open. Bateman's getting open.
No,
A
but when they
lot.
playing a cover two on them, where you got the front guy up, and then you got the deep man, and it's like a double team. He's always seeing to be when they get him the ball. It's always seem
Nah,
to be a couple guys around him.
he's not.
Like I'm
He's not
telling you,
getting.
I've been watching because
Nah,
Zay's like they best
they're
receiver
they're
right now.
they're they are stacking the deck on Derrick Henry, and they're not. Nobody's double teaming the Ravens
And
receivers.
likely's back, but the thing is, he's back without Lamar. They need Lamar to lead this,
Well,
this ship. And I'm
like
not sleeping on him.
Likely's a big piece because that's a big possession receiver,
Yes,
and
yes.
like and also the tight ends actually was having a great game. He's actually one of the best. He's best receiving. I think he's the top receiver for the team besides Rashad Bateman. Um, uh, you know, um, Andrews.
Yeah.
Andrews is had a really good game before Lamar went out. But their offense is so predictable. And here's the thing about their offense. Another reason why they're doing so poorly is that the way they're running their offense, the routes are taking way too long. I mean, it assumes that Lamar Jackson is going to extend every play, and Lamar is having to work hard just to keep the routes going. I'm like, where's your little dink and dunks, man? You got to give the quarterback just because he's mobile. You still got to give him something to
Right.
get
Everything
to.
can't be downfield or running the
And,
rock.
and, and I'm saying like you cannot just have 13 to 16 touches for Derrick Henry. I mean, that Derrick
Yo,
Henry
but
has to touch the ball
one
20
thing we're
plus
not
times.
one thing we're not mentioning that he's fumbling this year, Mark.
Well,
He's
that's
got
true, but
fumbleitis. He's got fumbleitis. Big fumbles too.
well,
Not no
on this,
like fumble that don't mean nothing. It's game changing fumbles every fucking time.
what are you gonna do? Bench Derrick Henry? No. See, but
No, what I'm saying is when that happens, that okay, like they say, you don't got a game plan until they punch you in your face, right or wrong.
right.
So when that happens, that fucks up their game plan. That's like the punch in the face. It's really fucking them up. Like it fucked them up in two games that I can identify right now just talking to you.
3 games, actually, 3 games
And
this
look at
season he
that, three
fumbled.
games you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So
Two he lost.
and I know he's the man. I get it, but you can't fumble that rock, bro. You
I
can't.
understand that, but you can't give him the ball 13 times and think you got to win the game. I mean, you don't have to give him the ball, run it 13 times, but I want him touching the ball 20 to 25 times, whether running it 16 and then getting that ball
Right.
out to him in the
You
flat.
got to have Lamar out there for that because Cooper Rush is not going to do it. They're going to stack the box
Well,
on
Cooper
with
has
Cooper
to do it.
Rush.
I mean, this is
Yeah, they're going
Derrick
to.
Henry.
No, but I'm
This
saying
is
they're
a
going to
Derrick
stack
Henry
the
game.
box. They're going to stack the box with Cooper.
And I want 30 carries for Derrick Henry for
Yeah,
Cooper.
Lamar is different. If you stack the box with Lamar, you know that he's becoming a better thrower. He's got all the weapons.
Well, if you stack the box and if you put 7, 8 in the box, the Rams do to stop Derrick Henry, that means those wide receivers are going 1-on-1. So and like if they can't win 1-on-1, well,
I
Rams
don't
have a
think
pretty.
Cooper's nice like that. I had Cooper in Dallas, man.
He's not.
He
He's
won
not
some games.
terrible. He's
He
not
won some
terrible.
games, but he won games because Dallas was able to, get 3 and out on defense and run the ball. Ravens are not able to get 3 and out, bro.
Well, because
They
they're
got
doing
no defense. Like they
because they're
got
trying to.
everybody
Well,
hurt.
this is what I'm saying. The play calling is terrible. They pass the ball, incomplete pass, or they pass the ball, for short yardage, or they pass the ball on first down, don't gain anything, run the ball on second down, gain 3 yards. And then you have a bunch of 3rd and 7s. And when you're 3rd and 7, the likelihood that you're going to get a first down is like less than 20%. I mean, these are just the numbers. You got to
Right,
run the ball on first down when you got that running back. I mean,
right.
you can't just be like all pass all the time because then what they gonna do? They're gonna drop back into that
No,
cover too.
my dumb ass, I love Baltimore Ravens. They've done great for me. Like I said, Cooper Rush was 9-5 before that game against the Texans. So I'm thinking game management, run Henry big, keep it close, right? Man, I watched that game all. It was getting blown out after the first quarter. I'm like, wow.
And they didn't even look
It
good.
only got ugly. It only got uglier, Mark. I couldn't even watch the fucking game no more, bro. But real quick, Mark, before we get you off, who's your team right now? Because I might not get you in about 3-4 weeks, considering how things work out. I might want to get you in before that, but you busy, you know what I mean? And I still got other hosts. But who's Mark Guillory, MG Raiders team right now, week 5, week 6, to win it all?
Ooh, right now to win it all.
Who's your team? If you had $100,000 they gave you and said, Mark, we're gonna give you 100,000, who are you putting it on to win it all right now?
Man, that's actually a good one. You know who I like. I mean, I'm still gonna go with Buffalo. I'm still gonna go
Okay,
with
that's
the
not bad
Buffalo
at all.
Bills
No, they
because
fucked me, but
I
fucked me out
like
of 17 million I could have won. But all right.
Hey, I like that they're struggling early, but they're gonna have to stay healthy, obviously. But I'm a believer in Josh Allen, and that boy can quarterback. He can play quarterback. He's a big boy from Wyoming, and he's just the quarterbacks win the championships. Quarterbacks and defense, and I think that they're a good balanced defense. And in the long haul, after 17 weeks and playoffs, I think the Bills are going to, they're going to win the chip.
They
That's
gotta get him. They gotta get him another weapon on offense, though. Like I like Shakir, Cook. I like, but these ain't explosive guys. These are just good parts. I would like to see him get, like, let's say, for example, Brown. Maybe Brown might go there and get happy again because he's not happy with the Eagles. Go get Brown. Like, right now, he's disgruntled. Send him a fucking 3rd overall or something, bro. Like, and go get Brown. Go get this. I know he's all that, but you can't expect him to be Superman all the fucking time. Like he wasn't Superman this week. He threw a late pick
right,
that fucked me up.
right.
You know what I mean?
My
But get him some guys that are real playmakers. Real playmakers. Brown can catch the rock. He's good. You see what he did in the Super Bowl. Seen what he did last year. Not doing it this year. But if he goes to a new team, you know how it is. It's just like a dude that's been unhappy for 18 years. He get a new girlfriend. He's the happiest dude in the world. You know what I'm trying to say?
right.
Things like that happen. Mark, any last words? Great we got you in today.
Yep.
I was mad I couldn't get you in the other device. We had to 2-part it, but you know what? Still got my boy in. Close it up because I got to do the
Yeah.
spin-off, bro.
Yeah. Hey, watch out for the Colts, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's my sleeper team.
Oh, yeah.
I thought about them before I was gonna say Colts, but then I was like, man, I got a 100K. I gotta go with the Bills. But great being here, Al. Let me know a few weeks from now. Let
Facts.
me know. It's all
Definitely
good.
going to be 2-3 weeks. I'm coming at you, so be ready. So if you
All
got
good.
something planned, yeah, 2-3 weeks. Like, hit me up, Al. You need me this weekend? I'm open. Then I'll get you right back in.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Take care, everybody. Happy Friday. Glad to be with you. Hope you enjoyed the takes, and welcome to Al York's Sports Show.
MG
Mamba
Raider, baby.
out.
MG Raider back, baby. My guy. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I had to do a 2-part. You know why? I will figure it out. I promise you. I still don't have no clue what I need to do to get that other device. Went to Apple. They couldn't even help me. So if they can't help me, what makes you think I fucking know anything? I don't know nothing about no AI and no software. That's not my strength. I'm hood. I'm from the streets. We don't know about shit like that. But I'm willing to learn, though. Willing to learn and willing to see what I need to do. But Mark, great job. As always, I'm glad to get my man back up in here. And we're going to go to the spinoff. We all know that Tapia got a comfortable lead with 7 wins. You got B4, the champ, 4 wins. You got the Ghost with 4 wins. And a lot of other guys with 3 wins, including Chico Linston, who's making a late surge. So let's get this going. Guys, let me know. Hold up. Let me know. Because I know the last time when I took this off, y'all didn't hear me. Are y'all able to hear me? Somebody just tell me, yeah. Are you able to hear me? Let me see. Hold up. Guys, please give me a response. Because I remember that the last time y'all guys couldn't hear me on the spinoff. Let me put this back. Guys, was you able to hear me when I took the things off? Was you able to hear me when I took these off? Please, very important. Okay, Doug said loud and clear. Loud and clear, right? Okay, now we can do the spinoff. Because I remember you guys telling me y'all couldn't hear me the last time. Lucky that I showed the numbers. So, okay, loud and clear, so we ready to go. Let me put this little track on and we ready to go. Okay, we good, right? Okay, thank you, guys. Good luck to everybody, man. Good luck to everybody. Tapia, sending you out tomorrow. Midwest Mode, you already get sent out tomorrow. And if y'all went today, I'll send both of them tomorrow. Good luck to everybody. Guys, I need a favor from y'all. I need you to get me more players for the slots because a lot of times I gotta go hard at y'all to buy the last slots. You know, these are only $5, man. I mean, I know we hitting a wall, whatever, but god damn, sometimes I got guys that can't even play a slot. Like, I'm like, what you doing with your life? Try to get me more people, man. Real talk, man. Because the more the merrier. I was hoping to do 3 like I used to do in the beginning, and I'm only able to do 2 because I can't control people's pockets. You know, y'all know y'all get top of the line shit, shirts, hats, but at the end of the day, I can't control y'all pockets. 1 through 20, round 8. Let's get it. Great show, Mark Guillory coming through, holding it down. Like always, that's my boy, Mark Guillory. Out in Who That Nation, New Orleans. And he originally, I think, from the Bay, so he ain't East Coast at all, but that's my guy, though. Hold on, let me lower this. Okay, here we go, right? Everything good? We going barbecue wings this time. Barbecue wings first. Let me marinate this motherfucker. Barbecue wings. Let me lower this, make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, good luck on the surgery, bro. Good luck on the surgery, and you know what? An extra shake for your surgery, man. Put more barbecue sauce on it. Let's go. Good luck to everybody. On my go, anything funny, we're going to replay it. One ball only. Study me so you know I'm doing this shit fair. All I want is to do it fair, and then whoever wins, God bless you. That's what keeps you guys fucking with me, because you know I don't be doing no cheating shit. I don't care if my little brother was playing. He gets the same treatment as a new person. That's how you do it, man. All right, here we go. Got a winner. We got a winner, goddammit. Let me move it back. Round 8. Giveaway 1. Winner is number 11. Number 11. Yo. Tapia, man. 8 wins. This dude really trying to close this shit out quick, my niggas. He's really trying to close this out quick. Let's go to round 8, giveaway 2. Tapia wins again. There's nothing I can do, folks. I see I'm spinning it. He's getting all the luck. Brian had a moment like that. Ghost had a moment like that. Raul, Chico. Now it's Tap, baby. Giveaway 2 coming up. Eight wins for Tap. 8 wins. It still ain't over. Remember I told y'all, Raul had 8 wins. Miss Jess had 2, not 4, 2. Came all the way back and beat him. This was in round 1. I never forget that. And he played every week, same numbers. 21 through 40, let's go. (21 through 40). Going garlic parmesan. Garlic parmesan. You the man, Tap. 8 wins. You the man, baby. Nobody can't complain about that. This round, you the man this round so far. But you didn't win yet. Remember that. You got to close it out. Here we go. Remember, we got summary next. Summary next. Giveaway 2, round 8. Got a winner. Let me move this back. I got no clue what number it is. Round 8, giveaway 2, winner is 28. 28. I already know who this is. 28. TPK in the building, baby. TPK right before his surgery. God bless you, brother. I already know what hat I'm sending you, brother. We'll talk summary coming up. Don't go nowhere. The Philly kid, baby. Wow. He just wrote, I'm telling you, look at the comments. He just wrote, I'm getting my surgery soon, like 11 days. Then, boop, his number came up. Great story. You know what hat I'm sending you. You got the shirt already. We already got squared on. Just let me know if you want to meet up with me tomorrow or Sunday. I'm for it. Tomorrow, Sunday, let me know. Let me know, okay? Let me go over the summary real quick. Like I said, I went to Apple, everything. Still cannot figure out my new device. We upgraded our phone. Even though I bought it brand new, it still needed an update from what it is right now. So we updated it, and the lady was telling me this should do it. I didn't do it because I couldn't get my man in. So I still got to configure what's going wrong with that, because it's like I'm frustrated because the other one got the widest shit, the clearest shit. But I'm glad that I was prepared for the backup this time, unlike last week, where I had to carry the load by myself, unprepared, and I had to hear Chico Linston talk shit because he's so spoiled of me having these great shows Talking about, yo, even Jordan has an off day. I'm like, dog, I still hold it down unprepared, my nigga. You ain't giving me no love, my nigga. I mean, I was totally unprepared, and I still hold it down. But you know what? Other people don't want to hear that. If they're supposed to have a guest, they expect to see the guest. I get it. But no, it ain't going to stop me from doing me. I promise you, man. I prepared. I mean, I did my thing. I wasn't prepared, but I did my thing. But it is what it is. You can't make everybody happy every time. I've been knew that. As long as 1,000 other people liked it and one did it, it's all good. But he's going to love today because we have Mark in here, broke down the games. I ain't see Mark in a minute. Mark's my guy. Salute to Mark. We covered that Thursday night football game. Eagles getting ugly. Giants getting prettier. Let's see if the Giants can keep it going. New York needs it. Yanks are out. Jets are playing bad. Mets are out. Hopefully we can get some New York team to make noise for New York because right now New York is looking dismal right now. So if the Giants can get everybody going, then so let it be. And the Eagles, I don't know, guys. I don't know. They're not looking good. Even the games they win. And like I said, the only two impressive wins they got. I consider the Chiefs game an impressive win, even though Patrick Mahomes had no weapons. But they still stopped them. Because we all know Pat Mahomes, with weapons or not, still wins games. They stopped them, and they played very impressive in Tampa Bay. They game of the year. But they look great for 3 quarters against Denver. Didn't show up the fourth, paid for it, lost outright. And then they went into Giant Stadium yesterday, and I don't know what the fuck I was watching. I'm watching that game. The Giants look like the Eagles normally look. They normally dominate the Giants, and the Giants dominated them. It was like they changed their jerseys or something. It was like the Eagles were in the Giants uniform and the Giants were in the Eagles uniform. That's what it looked like. I swear to God. I had never seen the Giants play this good against the Eagles in God knows how long. How long? But they did. So the Eagles got problems. Then we went to the games of the week, broke down 5 games of the week. A lot of good games this week. That Seattle-Jacksonville game is going to be good. That Kansas City Lion game is going to be good. A lot of good games this week. I even think the Bears and the Commander game is going to be a fun watch. It's going to be a lot of points in that game. You feel me? So we got that coming through. What else I got for y'all? That's all we basically covered today. We broke down the Baltimore Ravens situation, injuries, but at the same time, even when they out there together, they wasn't doing a thing. They wasn't closing out games, and that's why they were losing. And now with the injuries, they down to 1-4 with a must-win win this week against the Rams, which I think they're going to lose again with Cooper Rush behind the helm. But you never know. This shit week to week, bro. Man, who knows? Maybe the Ravens show out and win. Who knows? This is crazy right now, the NFL. I lost Sunday night with a 7.5 favorite Buffalo versus a New England team that been suspect all year. Only good win they had was against Carolina. But how do you bring that up? Carolina, one of the worst teams in football. But they went into Buffalo and spanked their fucking ass, even though they only won by 3. But to me, they spanked them. It should have been bigger than that. There was 3, but to me, it should have been at least 10 points. They played better than Buffalo that night. I've seen the whole game right here on my TV, bro. And make sure y'all go to Instagram. I'm telling you, I'm hitting y'all rough on the Instagram. WNBA, let me give a salute. Brian Breezy, Midwest Mo, all y'all bringing up WNBA. Y'all already posted it, so I didn't really have to say much. Midwest Mo, Brian, Steve, all y'all posted it, Ghost. So salute to the WNBA. What's going on with that? I can't forget about that, even though it's not my preference. But if y'all want to bring it up, it's all good with me because that's how we do on the Al York Sports Show. If it's good with y'all, it's good with me. Even the Jay Paul Tank fight, which I want nothing to do with, but y'all bring it up and I end up talking about you because what's good with y'all is good with me. You feel me? And like I said, the apparels, hit me on the hats, guys. I got the 2-hat deal, 3-hat deal. If you can't win on the contest, hit me up, man. I'll work something for y'all, man. I'll work something for y'all. And I need you guys to, like, enlighten other people about the tournament because it's like, I know it's rough because sometimes I get players that buy 8 spots. Then 1 week they buy 5. So now when I hit people up that I'm not hitting because we run out so quick, now they like, I'm not really in the mood right now because when they're in the mood, I'm sold out. And I don't want to open 3 because if I open 3, which is another 20 spots, I'm going to put myself in a situation. So I'd rather get the for sure 2, you know, with people wishing upon a star than try to do 3. And then I'm hitting everybody up. Yo, y'all want extra slides? Yeah, I'm not trying to do that. That's like begging, man. I don't want to beg. I want shit that sells itself. This shit, the two joint basically sell itself. But I'm trying to get the 3. But I need y'all to make that happen. I can't make that happen. I could present it. Like I got the apparels and all that, but I can't make y'all buy it. Y'all need to step up and buy it, just like the sharing. I told y'all it's free to share my shit. I'm repping y'all niggas. Y'all on my team. It shouldn't bother y'all to share my shit. I shouldn't even have to ask y'all. That's like if we go to eat, we shouldn't even have to tell each other like who's paying. Like if 1 week you, 1 week me, 1 week you, 1 week me. You know what I mean? That's how you normally do it. You don't let one guy pay for the shit 5, 6 straight times. You feel me? So like with this, I'm giving y'all a great show. Share my shit. Return the favor with sharing it. If y'all playing, fine. I'm good with that. But if y'all not playing, share nigga shit, man. What the fuck? Nigga, you hating on me? Don't let me find out you hating on me when I'm representing all you motherfuckers, B. I'm representing me and my team. I'll die. I'll go against anybody, bro. Stephen A. Smith, whoever. Ryan Clark, bring him. Kellerman, bring him. Skip Bayless, bring him. I'm not talking shit. That shit's on guard, man. I told y'all. Hold up, man. This is my mother right here. I'm putting it on her. I take on any motherfucker. Win or lose, wins and losses. But I guarantee y'all, you gonna get everything I got. No cap. Yeah, I'm yelling. I get it. Y'all might not want to hear yelling, but that's how serious I am. Put me against anybody. Killing them niggas, they can't see me. Gilly, none of them can see me. On guard. They got more money, more connects. Give them that. Skill set, fuck out of here. Y'all enjoy your night, man. Love y'all niggas, man. Al York Sports, that's the way of doing it, man. Love.